The Galactic Council's Big Plans. The Galactic Council was a powerful and influential group of alien species that ruled over many planets in the galaxy. They were known for their advanced technology and their ability to conquer and control entire worlds. Their members were a mix of various alien races, each with its own strengths and specialties. Together, they formed a nearly unstoppable force. One day, in a grand meeting room aboard their massive space station, the council leaders gathered to discuss their next target. The room was filled with holographic maps and displays showing different star systems and planets. The council's leader, a towering figure with a sleek, metallic body, addressed the room with a booming voice. "We have been expanding our empire steadily," the leader said. "But there is one world we have yet to conquer, a world called Earth." The other council members, each with their unique appearances, listened intently. One member, a reptilian creature with sharp eyes, spoke up. "Earth is a relatively small planet, but it has been a thorn in our side. Its inhabitants have shown resistance before, but they lack the advanced technology to pose a serious threat to us." The leader nodded. "Yes, their technology is primitive compared to ours. However, they have managed to delay our plans. It's time we take decisive action. We will invade Earth, subdue its people, and integrate it into our empire. Their resources and strategic position will be valuable to us." The council's plans were ambitious. They intended to launch a full-scale invasion using their most advanced warships and soldiers. Their strategy was simple: overwhelm Earth with superior firepower and technology, crush any resistance, and establish control quickly. An alien strategist, with a body covered in shimmering scales, added, "We will start with a heavy bombardment to weaken their defenses. Once their major cities are in ruins, our ground forces will land and secure key locations. Their military will be no match for our advanced technology." The council members agreed with the plan. They began to discuss the logistics of the invasion. The leader gave orders to prepare their fleet for the attack. They would deploy their best ships and soldiers, ensuring that every part of their plan was executed flawlessly. Meanwhile, the Galactic Council had little idea of what awaited them. They underestimated the resilience and ingenuity of the human race. Earth's inhabitants were not as weak as they appeared. They had a fierce determination to protect their home. The Galactic Council's plans were set into motion. Their massive warships, equipped with powerful weapons and shields, began their journey towards Earth. The alien forces were confident of their victory. They had conquered many worlds before, and they expected Earth to fall just as easily. As the Council's fleet approached Earth, the leaders continued to discuss their strategy. They were certain that their advanced technology and military might would make short work of the human defenses. They had faced resistance before, but they believed Earth's defenses would crumble under their assault. The Council's confidence was high, but they were about to face a challenge they hadn't anticipated. Earth's defenders were preparing their own countermeasures. The stage was set for a dramatic clash between the advanced alien invaders and the resourceful human defenders. The Galactic Council's plans were about to be put to the ultimate test. The invasion was only the beginning. As the alien fleet neared Earth, the Council's members couldn't imagine the fierce resistance they would encounter. Their grand plans were about to collide with the unexpected strength of a planet that refused to be conquered. Earth's secret preparations. As the Galactic Council's invasion fleet moved closer to Earth, the planet's leaders were grappling with the gravity of the situation. The initial shock of the invasion had been profound, but now it was time for humanity to act. What the alien invaders didn't know was that Earth had been quietly preparing for this moment. In a hidden underground facility, deep within a mountain range, a group of scientists, engineers, and military strategists were hard at work. This facility, known only to a select few, was a hive of activity. Teams of experts were moving swiftly, driven by a sense of urgency and determination. Dr. Emily Carter, a leading scientist, oversaw the facility's operations. She was a brilliant mind with a knack for solving complex problems. Her team was busy integrating alien technology they had managed to capture during previous skirmishes with the invaders. They had been preparing for years, hoping that one day their preparations would pay off. "Everyone, we need to focus," Dr. Carter said, her voice echoing in the bustling lab. "The alien fleet is almost here, and we don't have much time. We need to finish testing the new defense systems." Across the facility, engineers worked on a new kind of energy shield designed to withstand the alien weapons. They had reverse-engineered some of the technology from alien drones that had crash-landed on Earth. The energy shields were a breakthrough, capable of deflecting high-powered plasma blasts. Meanwhile, in a separate section of the facility, military leaders planned the defensive strategies. General Marcus Reed, a seasoned strategist, and his team were drawing up plans to defend key cities and military bases. They were aware that the Galactic Council's forces were formidable, but they had a plan. "We've set up strong defensive positions around major cities," General Reed explained to his team. "Our new shield technology should help us hold them off long enough to launch our counterattacks." Outside the facility, a network of satellites and sensors had been deployed to monitor the alien fleet's movements. This early warning system allowed Earth's defenders to track the incoming invasion and prepare accordingly. At a secure communications center, President Laura Miller addressed the nation. She was a leader who had risen to the occasion, showing calm resolve in the face of a dire threat. "Citizens of Earth," President Miller said in her address, "we are facing a serious challenge, but we are not alone. Our scientists and military are working tirelessly to defend our planet. Stay strong and be prepared for the fight ahead." Back in the underground facility, Dr. Carter and her team made a breakthrough with a new weapon. They had developed a plasma cannon that could potentially pierce the alien fleet's armor. It was a risky move, but it was humanity's best shot at turning the tide. "We've completed the final tests," Dr. Carter announced. "This weapon could give us the edge we need. We need to deploy it strategically." As the alien fleet drew nearer, Earth's defenders made final preparations. They set up mobile command centers and distributed new weapons to frontline units. Every city and military base was on high alert, ready to face the incoming invasion. The world was on the brink of war, but humanity's spirit was unyielding. The Galactic Council's invasion was about to face an unexpected challenge. Earth's preparations were secret, but they were substantial. The invaders had underestimated the resolve and ingenuity of the human race. As the countdown to the alien assault continued, Earth's defenders readied themselves for the battle of their lives. The preparations were complete, and the stage was set for a confrontation that would test the limits of both sides. The Galactic Council was about to find out that Earth was not a planet to be conquered easily. The alien attack begins. The day had finally arrived. The Galactic Council's invasion fleet, a vast armada of sleek and menacing warships, loomed ominously above Earth. Their dark silhouettes cast long shadows over the planet's surface as they prepared to launch their assault. The alien ships were equipped with advanced weaponry and shields, a stark contrast to Earth's comparatively primitive defenses. As the alien fleet entered Earth's atmosphere, the first signs of the attack began. Cities around the world were suddenly plunged into chaos. Early warning systems blared alarms, signaling the start of the invasion. People looked up in fear and awe as the massive ships hovered above their homes, their engines humming with a low, ominous rumble. In the bustling city of New York, skyscrapers trembled as the first wave of alien drones descended. These drones, smaller but highly advanced, began their bombardment. Explosions rocked the city as buildings crumbled under the relentless assault. Panic spread through the streets as people scrambled for cover. Emergency services were overwhelmed, struggling to respond to the widespread destruction. In Washington, D.C., the command center was abuzz with activity. General Marcus Reed and his team were working frantically to coordinate Earth's defenses. The new energy shields, their last line of defense, were being activated. The shields flickered to life, casting a protective glow over key military bases and government buildings. The shield's effectiveness was crucial. It had to hold long enough for Earth's forces to mount a counterattack. Dr. Emily Carter watched anxiously from her underground facility as reports came in from across the globe. Her heart raced as she saw the scale of the alien onslaught. The alien ships unleashed their powerful plasma cannons, and the sky lit up with bursts of energy. The first few defensive lines were being tested to their limits. "Activate the plasma cannons," Dr. Carter ordered, her voice steady despite the chaos. The new weapon systems, recently developed and untested in real combat, were now humanity's best hope. Engineers and soldiers worked quickly to deploy the plasma cannons to strategic locations. The first shots from the plasma cannons pierced through the alien ship shields, causing visible damage. Alien forces were momentarily stunned. It was a small victory, but it gave humanity a glimmer of hope. Earth's defenders were not going down without a fight. Back in the command center, General Reed issued orders to deploy the mobile units. These units, equipped with the latest technology and armed with the new weapons, were sent to key locations where the alien forces were most concentrated. The ground troops, though outnumbered, were determined to protect their homeland. They fought with a fierce determination that matched their advanced alien adversaries. Despite the relentless attack, there were moments of resistance and bravery. In the ruins of a once thriving city, a group of civilians, led by a local hero, managed to rescue trapped survivors and provide critical support to the military. These acts of courage became symbols of humanity's resilience. As the battle raged on, the Galactic Council's leaders observed from their flagship. They had expected a swift victory, but the unexpected resistance from Earth was causing delays. The Council members exchanged worried glances, realizing that their invasion was not proceeding as smoothly as planned. The alien fleet continued its assault, but Earth's defenses were holding. The energy shields and plasma cannons proved to be effective, and the coordinated counterattacks began to make a difference. The Galactic Council's forces were forced to reassess their strategy. The unexpected challenge from Earth's defenders was starting to disrupt their invasion plans. In the midst of the chaos, hope was emerging. Humanity's spirit was not easily crushed, and their preparations, though secret, were proving their worth. The alien attack had begun, but Earth was fighting back with every ounce of strength it had. The battle for survival was far from over, and the outcome was uncertain. But one thing was clear: Earth's defenders were ready to face whatever the Galactic Council threw at them. A new weapon, Earth's secret surprise. As the alien invasion continued to wreak havoc across Earth, the defenders were desperately searching for ways to turn the tide. The Galactic Council's advanced fleet was proving to be a formidable enemy, and humanity's defenses were being pushed to their limits. But deep within their underground facility, Earth's scientists and engineers had been working on a secret weapon, one that had the potential to make a significant impact. Dr. Emily Carter and her team had been racing against the clock to complete the final preparations for this new weapon. The plasma cannon, an advanced piece of technology that combined Earth's ingenuity with captured alien tech, was ready for deployment. This weapon was designed to penetrate the alien ship's formidable shields and cause severe damage. The plasma cannon was housed in a massive, heavily reinforced chamber. Its sleek, metallic exterior glistened under the facility's lights. It was a complex device, featuring a powerful energy core and a sophisticated targeting system. The weapon's design was a closely guarded secret, known only to a select group of top scientists and military leaders. As the weapon's final calibration was completed, Dr. Carter and General Marcus Reed prepared to oversee its first deployment. The weapon would be tested in the field for the first time against the alien fleet, and there was no room for error. "Everything is set," Dr. Carter said, her eyes focused on the plasma cannon's control panel. "We've integrated the alien technology as best as we could. This is our chance to see if it works." General Reed nodded, his expression serious. "Deploy it to the forward base. We need to hit the aliens where they're most concentrated." The forward base was located in a strategically important area, and it was under heavy attack from the alien forces. The plasma cannon was transported to the base under tight security, and as it was positioned and set up, anticipation filled the air. The moment arrived. The plasma cannon was activated, and its energy core began to hum with a powerful charge. Soldiers and technicians worked quickly to aim the cannon at the alien ships hovering above. The targeting system locked onto its first target, a massive alien warship that was leading the attack. Dr. Carter, watching through a live feed, held her breath as the weapon powered up. The cannon's barrel glowed with a bright, intense light, and a beam of superheated plasma shot out, cutting through the darkness of the night sky. The plasma beam struck the alien warship's shields, causing a spectacular explosion. The alien ship shook violently, and parts of its hull were blasted apart. The alien warship, once a symbol of their invincibility, was now severely damaged and struggling to stay in the air. The impact was immediate and dramatic, sending shockwaves through the alien fleet. General Reed and his team cheered as they saw the results. It works. The plasma cannon is making a difference. The success of the plasma cannon was a turning point. Earth's forces began to see opportunities for counterattacks, and the morale of the defenders surged. The aliens, who had been confident in their initial assault, were now facing a new challenge. They hadn't expected such a powerful weapon to come from Earth. The Galactic Council, monitoring the situation from their flagship, were stunned by the sudden shift. The damage to their fleet was significant, and their plans were being disrupted. The council members exchanged worried glances as they tried to assess the situation. "This is unexpected," the council leader said, frustration evident in his voice. "Earth has managed to develop a weapon that is causing serious damage. We need to adapt our strategy immediately." Back on Earth, the plasma cannon continued to wreak havoc on the alien fleet. The once unyielding invaders were now scrambling to adjust their tactics. Earth's secret weapon had given humanity a much-needed advantage and demonstrated that they were not to be underestimated. Dr. Carter and General Reed watched as the alien ships retreated, their confidence shaken. The plasma cannon had proven to be a game-changer, and the defenders of Earth were now more determined than ever. The new weapon had not only turned the tide, but had also given humanity hope in the face of overwhelming odds. As the battle continued, Earth's forces prepared for the next phase of the fight. The success of the plasma cannon was a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. The Galactic Council's invasion was far from over, but Earth had shown that it was capable of defending itself and fighting back with surprising strength. Humanity's clever tactics. The sudden shift in the battle had given Earth's defenders a glimmer of hope. The new plasma cannon had made a significant impact, but the war was far from over. With the alien fleet still looming overhead, Earth's forces knew they needed more than just powerful weapons to win. They had to rely on clever tactics and strategic thinking. General Marcus Reed and his team of military strategists gathered in a high-tech command center, which had been set up to coordinate the defense efforts. The room was filled with maps, screens showing live feeds from various battle zones, and a team of dedicated officers. The atmosphere was tense but focused. "We need to use what we've learned about the alien tactics to our advantage," General Reed said, his voice steady. "We've seen that their ships have specific weaknesses. Let's develop a plan to exploit them." The strategists studied the data from the recent battles. They noticed that the alien fleet, while powerful, had certain vulnerabilities. For instance, their ships relied heavily on a central command system that, when disrupted, caused confusion and disarray among their forces. One of the officers, Lieutenant Sarah Brooks, suggested a plan. "What if we could disrupt their command system? We could use our smaller, more agile fighter jets to perform hit-and-run attacks. If we target their communication hubs, it might cause enough confusion to make a real difference." General Reed nodded, impressed with the idea. "That's a good plan. We'll coordinate a series of rapid strikes to knock out their communication networks and command centers. At the same time, we need to keep up the pressure on their front lines to prevent them from regrouping." The plan was quickly put into action. Earth's fighter jets, equipped with advanced stealth technology, were dispatched to carry out the coordinated strikes. They weaved through the alien fleet with precision, targeting key communication hubs and command ships. The hit-and-run tactics proved to be highly effective, causing significant disruption among the alien forces. The alien fleet, once confident and coordinated, began to show signs of disarray. The loss of communication and command links led to chaotic movements and mistakes. Alien ships collided, and their formations broke down. The once unified fleet was now struggling to maintain order. Meanwhile, Earth's ground forces used the distraction to launch counteroffensives. With the alien fleet in disarray, they were able to push back against the remaining invaders. Troops, equipped with new strategies and technologies, targeted vulnerable points in the alien defenses. In the midst of the chaos, Dr. Emily Carter and her team continued to provide support from the underground facility. They'd monitored the results of the tactics and made adjustments as needed. The data coming in showed that their strategy was working. The alien forces were being pushed back on multiple fronts. On the battlefield, Earth's soldiers displayed remarkable bravery and ingenuity. They used the terrain to their advantage, setting up ambushes and traps for the alien invaders. The tactics included using decoys and traps to lure the aliens into vulnerable positions. These clever moves resulted in several victories and significant damage to the alien fleet. As the days went by, the pressure on the alien forces continued to build. The Galactic Council, observing the growing chaos from their flagship, realized that their initial plans were unraveling. The once imposing fleet was now on the defensive, struggling to respond to the unpredictable tactics of their human adversaries. In a strategic meeting, the council members debated their next move. The leader, frustrated by the unexpected turn of events, said, "We underestimated Earth's ability to adapt and fight back. Their tactics are more effective than we anticipated. We need to come up with a new plan quickly." Back on Earth, the tide of battle had clearly shifted. Humanity's clever tactics had turned the odds in their favor. The alien invaders were no longer the unstoppable force they once seemed to be. The battle was far from over, but Earth's defenders had proven their ability to outthink and outmaneuver their opponents. As the conflict continued, both sides prepared for the next phase of the war. Earth's forces remained vigilant and creative, ready to face whatever challenges the Galactic Council might bring. The clever tactics employed by humanity had set the stage for a dramatic showdown, and the outcome of the battle was hanging in the balance. Galactic Council's panic and confusion. The Galactic Council, once confident in their plans to conquer Earth, now found themselves in a state of growing panic. The unexpected resilience and clever tactics of the human defenders had thrown their invasion into chaos. The grand strategy they had meticulously crafted was unraveling before their eyes. On their flagship, a colossal space station that orbited Earth, the council members were gathered in an emergency meeting. The room was filled with tension and frustration. Holographic displays flickered with reports of damage and disarray from the battlefield. Alien officials, each representing different species, argued and debated, their voices rising in agitation. The council leader, a commanding figure with a gleaming metallic exoskeleton, slammed a massive fist on the table. "We underestimated Earth's defenses. Their tactics are far more effective than we anticipated. Our fleet is in disarray, and our command systems are failing." An alien strategist with a reptilian appearance chimed in. "Our communication hubs have been hit hard. We're losing contact with several units. The human forces are exploiting this chaos and attacking our weak points." The leader's frustration was evident. "We need to regain control immediately, dispatch more reinforcements to the affected sectors, and attempt to restore our communication systems. We cannot allow the humans to capitalize on our mistakes." Meanwhile, the alien technicians scrambled to repair the damaged communication networks. They worked frantically to reconnect with the scattered alien units and coordinate a response. However, the damage had already been done. The confusion among the alien forces was palpable, and their once formidable coordination was now a distant memory. Reports from the battlefield continued to worsen. The alien fleet, once a symbol of their power, was now struggling to maintain its offensive. Human forces had taken advantage of the disruption, pushing back against the invaders and capturing key positions. The Galactic Council was facing an unprecedented crisis. In a private chamber, the council leader convened a small group of trusted advisors. They were tasked with devising a new strategy to salvage the invasion. The leader's frustration was barely contained as he reviewed the latest intelligence reports. "We need a new approach," the leader said, his voice low and strained. "The humans have shown they can adapt quickly. We must outthink them if we want to regain the upper hand." One of the advisors, a sleek insectoid alien, suggested we could attempt a diversionary tactic. If we create a false signal indicating a major attack on one of their key defenses, we might draw their forces away from our main fleet. This could give us the opportunity to regroup and launch a new assault. The council leader considered the suggestion. "It's a risky move, but it might be our best option. Prepare the diversion and coordinate with our remaining units. We need to act quickly before the situation becomes irreparable." As the diversionary tactics were put into motion, the alien forces began to execute a feint attack on a secondary target. The hope was that this would draw Earth's defenders away from the main conflict, allowing the alien fleet to regroup and reorganize. Back on Earth, the human commanders were alert to the possibility of a diversion. They were cautious but remained focused on their primary objectives. The unexpected moves by the Galactic Council had only heightened their resolve. They knew that the aliens were desperate and would likely try anything to regain their advantage. The Galactic Council's attempt at a diversion had mixed results. While some human units were temporarily redirected, the core of Earth's defenses remained strong. The confusion among the alien forces persisted, and their attempts to recover from the setback were met with continued resistance. As the battle continued, the Galactic Council faced the harsh reality of their situation. The initial confidence they had in their invasion plans had given way to panic and disarray. The humans had proven to be a formidable adversary, and the once unstoppable alien fleet was now fighting to salvage its mission. The Galactic Council's panic was evident in their hastily made decisions and erratic responses. They had underestimated Earth's ability to adapt and fight back. As the conflict dragged on, it became clear that the invasion was not going as smoothly as the Council had hoped. The outcome of the battle was now uncertain, and the once unquestioned supremacy of the Galactic Council was being challenged in ways they had never anticipated. Earth's bold counterattack. With the Galactic Council's invasion faltering and their forces in disarray, Earth's defenders saw a crucial opportunity to launch a bold counterattack. The once beleaguered human forces, buoyed by recent successes and newfound confidence, were ready to take decisive action against their alien aggressors. General Marcus Reed and his team gathered in the command center, reviewing the latest intelligence reports. The Galactic Council's fleet was struggling to regroup, and their communication systems were still in chaos. The time was ripe for a strategic push. "We've got a window of opportunity," General Reed said, his eyes fixed on the holographic map of the battlefront. "Their command and control are severely compromised. It's time to hit them hard and drive them back." Dr. Emily Carter, who had been monitoring the situation from the underground facility, agreed. "We need to take advantage of their confusion. Let's launch a coordinated assault on their key positions. If we can take out their remaining command ships, it could turn the tide in our favor." The plan was set into motion. Earth's forces mobilized for a coordinated counteroffensive. Fighter jets, equipped with the latest weapons and shield technology, prepared for their assault. Ground troops, supported by newly developed vehicles and weapons, readied themselves for action. Every unit was poised to strike at the heart of the alien invasion. The counterattack began with a barrage of precision strikes from Earth's fighter jets. They targeted the alien fleet's weakened command ships and key infrastructure. The alien ships, already disoriented and struggling to regain their footing, were hit hard. Explosions lit up the sky as Earth's forces unleashed a relentless assault. On the ground, Earth's soldiers advanced on alien positions with renewed vigor. They used the terrain to their advantage, setting up ambushes and launching surprise attacks. The alien forces, still reeling from their earlier setbacks, found themselves on the defensive. The coordinated push was effective, and the human troops made significant gains. In a crucial move, General Reed ordered a full-scale assault on one of the alien fleet's remaining strongholds. This stronghold was a massive space station that served as a central hub for the invasion. Taking it out would disrupt the alien command structure even further. The assault on the space station was intense. Earth's forces faced fierce resistance, but their determination and preparation paid off. The combined might of fighter jets, artillery, and ground troops overwhelmed the alien defenses. The space station was battered by a relentless barrage of firepower. The alien defenders fought valiantly, but were unable to hold their ground. As the space station began to crumble, the Galactic Council's leadership watched in mounting despair. Their once proud fleet was being driven back, and their invasion plans were in tatters. The council members, previously so confident, now faced the grim reality of their situation. With the space station falling, the alien forces were thrown into further disarray. The loss of their command hub led to more confusion among the remaining units. Earth's forces pressed their advantage, launching follow-up attacks to capitalize on the disarray. Alien ships were forced to retreat, and Earth's defenders pursued them with relentless determination. In the midst of the counterattack, the morale of Earth's defenders soared. The bold actions and successful strikes had turned the tide of the battle. Humanity's resilience and tactical prowess were on full display. The once unstoppable Galactic Council's invasion was now in full retreat. Dr. Carter and her team, watching the progress from their facility, celebrated the success of their counteroffensive. "We've made a real impact," she said, her voice filled with relief. "The aliens are retreating, and our forces are making gains." General Reed, leading the charge on the ground, felt a sense of triumph. "We've shown them that Earth is not to be underestimated. Our bold counterattack has made a difference." As the Galactic Council's forces fell back and the immediate threat diminished, Earth's defenders took stock of their victory. The bold counterattack had not only repelled the invasion, but had also demonstrated humanity's ability to fight back with courage and strategic ingenuity. The battle was far from over, but Earth had turned a critical corner. The Galactic Council's invasion was in retreat, and humanity had proven its strength and resolve. The stage was set for the next phase of the conflict, but for now, Earth's defenders celebrated a hard-fought victory and prepared for whatever challenges lay ahead. The Galactic Council retreats. The relentless assault by Earth's forces had taken its toll on the Galactic Council's invasion fleet. The once unyielding alien armada, now battered and disorganized, faced a critical turning point. The decision to retreat was not made lightly, but it was becoming clear that the invasion was failing. In the control room of their flagship, the council members were in a state of urgent deliberation. Holographic displays showed the dire state of their fleet, with many ships severely damaged and several key positions lost. The once proud command center now buzzed with a sense of panic. "We cannot continue this battle," the council leader declared, his voice tinged with frustration. "Our forces are overwhelmed, and our command structure is in shambles. We need to withdraw and regroup before we suffer further losses." An advisor with a slender, insect-like form spoke up. "Our communication systems are still failing. We're losing control over multiple units. If we stay, we risk losing even more of our fleet. A strategic retreat is our only viable option." The decision was made. The Galactic Council's fleet would begin a phased withdrawal from Earth's orbit. Orders were dispatched to the remaining ships to pull back and regroup at a safe distance. The alien forces, previously so confident, were now in full retreat. As the alien ships began to withdraw, Earth's defenders watched with a mix of relief and determination. General Marcus Reed, overseeing the operation from the command center, took stock of the situation. The retreating alien fleet was a significant victory, but the general knew that caution was still required. Continue to monitor their movements. General Reed instructed his officers. We need to ensure that they don't regroup and launch another assault. Keep our forces alert and ready. Dr. Emily Carter, monitoring the retreat from her underground facility, was equally vigilant. We've achieved a major victory, but we need to remain on high alert. The Galactic Council may attempt to regroup or launch a new offensive. Let's be prepared for any contingency. As the alien ships retreated, they left behind a battlefield scarred by the conflict. The once bustling cities and landscapes now bore the marks of the invasion, but the immediate threat had been pushed back. Earth's forces began the process of recovery and rebuilding, but their victory was not without cost. The Galactic Council's retreat was marked by a series of strategic maneuvers. The remaining alien ships formed protective formations as they withdrew, ensuring that they would be able to defend themselves against any potential attacks from Earth's forces. The retreat was orderly, but the signs of distress were clear. On board the flagship, the mood was one of defeat and frustration. The council leader and his advisors reviewed the aftermath of the conflict. The once grand plans for conquest had been thwarted by the unexpected resilience and tactical brilliance of Earth's defenders. This is a setback of significant proportions, the council leader admitted. We underestimated the strength and determination of humanity. We must reassess our strategies and learn from this defeat. The alien fleet continued its withdrawal, eventually disappearing from Earth's orbit. The immediate danger had passed, but the Galactic Council's defeat was a sobering reminder of the challenges ahead. The once unquestioned superiority of the Galactic Council had been shaken, and the path to further conquest was now uncertain. Back on Earth, the defenders celebrated their hard-earned victory. The successful repulsion of the alien invasion was a testament to their resilience and ingenuity. While the battle had been won, the work of rebuilding and preparing for future threats had only just begun. As the dust settled, Earth's forces took a moment to reflect on their achievement. They had faced an overwhelming threat and emerged victorious. The retreat of the Galactic Council was a significant moment in the conflict, but it was also a reminder of the ongoing challenges that lay ahead. The battle for Earth was far from over, but the successful repulsion of the alien invasion had given humanity a new sense of hope and determination. The Galactic Council's retreat marked a turning point, and Earth's defenders stood ready to face whatever came next, fortified by their victory and their newfound strength. Recovery and hope. With the Galactic Council's fleet having retreated and the immediate threat diminished, Earth's defenders faced the crucial task of recovery and rebuilding. The recent conflict had left scars across the planet, but it had also strengthened the resolve and unity of humanity. The road to recovery was challenging, but there was a renewed sense of hope among Earth's people. General Marcus Reed and his team worked tirelessly to assess the damage and coordinate recovery efforts. The battle had taken its toll on cities, infrastructure, and the environment. The general knew that the first priority was to address the most pressing needs, providing aid to affected areas, repairing essential services, and ensuring the safety of civilians. Focus on the hardest-hit regions first, General Reed instructed his officers. We need to get essential services up and running as quickly as possible. The sooner we can restore normalcy, the sooner we can begin the healing process. Emergency response teams were deployed to the damaged areas. They worked around the clock to clear debris, repair infrastructure, and provide medical care to those in need. Volunteers from all over the world stepped up to help, showing a remarkable spirit of solidarity and cooperation. Dr. Emily Carter and her team were busy assessing the impact of the battle on Earth's technological infrastructure. The plasma cannon and other advanced technologies had played a crucial role in the defense, but they also needed to be carefully inspected and repaired. The technology held up well under pressure, Dr. Carter reported, but there are a few areas that need maintenance. We'll also need to ensure that our defensive systems are in top shape in case the aliens attempt another attack. The recovery process extended beyond physical repairs. The conflict had taken an emotional toll on many, and efforts were made to provide psychological support and counseling to those affected by the invasion. Community leaders and mental health professionals worked together to help people cope with the trauma and rebuild their sense of security. Amid the recovery efforts, there was a growing sense of optimism. The successful defense against the Galactic Council's invasion had inspired a new sense of hope and determination. Humanity had proven that it could stand against even the most formidable of adversaries. In the aftermath of the conflict, global leaders and scientists convened to discuss the future. The lessons learned from the invasion would shape Earth's strategy for dealing with potential threats. There was a renewed focus on strengthening alliances, advancing technology, and preparing for any future challenges. The invasion was a wake-up call, said one of the global leaders. We need to continue investing in our defenses and ensure that we are prepared for any eventuality. But we also need to focus on healing and rebuilding. We've shown that we can face adversity and emerge stronger. The experience had brought humanity together in unprecedented ways. Nations that had once been divided now worked in unity, sharing resources and knowledge to ensure a better future. The conflict had highlighted the strength and resilience of the human spirit, and there was a shared commitment to moving forward with hope and determination. As Earth's defenders continued their work, there were moments of reflection and celebration. The victory over the Galactic Council was not just a military achievement, but a testament to the courage and ingenuity of humanity. People celebrated the heroes of the conflict, recognizing the bravery and sacrifice of those who had fought to protect their world. The recovery process was ongoing, but the progress was tangible. Cities were being rebuilt, infrastructure was being repaired, and communities were coming together to support one another. The sense of hope that had emerged from the conflict provided a strong foundation for the future. In the years to come, the story of Earth's defense against the Galactic Council would be remembered as a defining moment in human history. It was a time when humanity faced a seemingly insurmountable challenge and overcame it with unity, courage, and ingenuity. As Earth looked to the future, there was a renewed sense of hope and confidence, knowing that they had proven their strength in the face of adversity.